It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. To return it, Darius Phillips. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On second and very short, Burrow sliding out of the pocket. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got his man. This is Tate. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a throw here to his running back. And some room to work. Nifty move. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's got it. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth. They run for it with Mixon, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Mixon unable to find the goal line on fourth down. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. In his own end zone, it's Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction. So
they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Touchdown! It's complete. Odell Beckham. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, Did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack?
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds. But not before he takes it inside the 40. Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He completes it to Tate. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Open man is Uzomah.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Now Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. First down, here's Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To the air again, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Lance. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 33. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Escaping the pressure right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Bengals. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Sermon will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Burrow. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2nd down and goal. Burrow being chased out left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. Looking long for Thomas. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw, it's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Dancing to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, it's Sermon. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They run once more with Sermon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And they'll run with Sermon. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
But Charles, it's one thing to